Boom, Chicks. What's up, brother? How we
Wow.
feeling?
I can hear it in your voice. You're out in the fresh air. I'm seeing you. That looks like a lovely town in northern New Jersey. Am I correct? Where are you?
Dude, I'm in lovely Secaucus, New Jersey. I'm working at MLB Network tonight and tomorrow. If anyone's listening, tune in. I got
Nice.
helicopters overhead. I don't know what that means. I got, I just got the, when you're out like outside a movie theater, like the hotel's right here,
Hmm.
and I'm in the movie theater parking lot, just taking a walk, doing the show,
Yeah.
and the security, the security guy pulls up on you. He's got no gun, but he's got like Paul Blart,
Oh yeah, Paul Blart, Mall
mall
Cop.
cop,
Yeah.
and he pulls up and he's looking at me like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What are you doing?" I'm doing this. I'm like, "We're doing the same thing. Nothing." You know what I mean?
We're doing the same thing. Nothing. Did he give you shit or did he let you walk around?
Kinda. He kind of looked at me like I was a shady character. I'm like, "Bro, listen." I'm like,
Did you tell him you're a
it's whatever.
302 career hitter?
Yeah. No, no, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. No, no one cares. As a matter of fact, Chinch.
That's funny. So wait, have you been going to the movies since you've been there this week or no? You're not gonna go.
No, dude. No, I just got here this morning. I
Oh,
just
okay.
I just flew up today, and
You've been.
no, but I need to go. I need to go see some movies. I need to go. That new Black Panther movie looks good. A couple other
Yeah.
movies.
That
Black
new.
Black Adam with the Rock. I'm just a big Rock fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. Hey, did you see? Have you seen Knives Out? It was like a year or two ago. It was like a mystery type thing with I think Daniel Craig was in it, like the guy from 007. There's a new
Oh,
version of that coming out, like a sequel to that. It has crazy amounts of stars in it. It's good.
really?
I like show. You ever see the movie Clue? I'm sure you
Oh yeah,
played.
love Clue, love
Dude,
Clue.
I
Yeah,
love movies like that are like kind of like random mysteries. You don't know, like a who done it. I
yeah.
like a who
Yeah,
done
it
it.
was Chinch in the library with the candlestick.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Do
Well,
you
you're
and Jess? Do you and Jess do the Clue parties? Like, hey Jess, let's go to the Clue
no.
party at Thanksgiving time.
No, we do not. Although
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do like I do when I do see those and everybody dresses up. I'm like, oh, well, maybe do that.
yeah.
Maybe no. Let's do it. Just you, me, Jess, and Sarah one day. Just the four of us. We'll walk around my backyard and figure play, see if we like
I'll do it. I don't care. I'll do it.
it. Yeah, dress up like a gangster. You ever see? Wait, real quick. You ever see those when you go to like those carnivals or you go to like a big theme park or something, and like your whole family can go in there and like they take like a 1920s Western photo of the whole family. You know,
Dude, I have one. Yeah, I have one.
I was gonna
I
ask,
legitimately have
whould you do it with?
with my buddy Mike Junko, who's the quarterback here.
Yeah.
He was a quarterback in Akron, but back in the day, now he's the head coach at Upper St. Clair High School. I went with
Uh,
his family to Cedar Point, and I got one of those pictures back. I look like Wyatt Earp.
That's so good. That's good. You know, people are still reacting to your tweet you sent a few weeks ago. I don't know how this like popped up again, but you sent that tweet where you were riding the mechanical bull with a hat on. All of a sudden, I looked like yesterday, and it must have caught on. I think like your boys like Graves and Dunn like went off on you on that tweet, and then I just saw like I think Cliff Floyd just chimed in on it. It's pretty fucking funny.
Oh my God, so good.
Anyway, all right. So
You can't get by with anything.
no, exactly. All right. Well, while you're out there in the fresh air, it's freezing up here, right? So cold.
Yeah. Dude, how about you though? Real quick with the 33rd team. You been working? You work your butt off yesterday?
Dude, grinding yesterday, grinding even harder today. We got a lot more stuff because don't forget, dude, don't forget. It's so funny. I'm working the opposite season than I used to. I'm gonna have like major breaks this summer, which I'm super excited about. But on the flip side, like Thanksgiving, there are 3 games this week. Three.
Oh, that's right, dude. That's
Yeah.
right. No, so much for Thursday off for Chich. You're gonna be
Yeah.
grinding.
No, I want. The good thing is I won't be totally grinding, and it's remotely, so I'm gonna be able to.
Yeah, you're
I can do a segment with the turkey leg in my hand, no problem. I can pull it off.
dude. What about Zach Wilson? What are the boys saying about that?
Oh,
Like,
dude, this
yeah,
is a
two
actually.
yards, dude. 2 yards of total offense. In the
Somebody
second half.
said
That's not good.
they averaged point 0.3 yards per play. Like 0.3 yards. Dude, actually this is a huge story because man, it's so funny how quickly the worm turns, man, in sports, especially with fans, especially with like big market teams. Zach Wilson is considered like the biggest piece of blank right now. All of a sudden, everything was like rosy for the gangrene, and now it's what he said. Did you see what he said in that press conference?
Yeah, what they say. What was the question? Did you let down the defense or something?
Yeah, do you think you let your defense down? He was like, no, absolutely not. But then like reporters start taking side, grabbing guys on the side and be like, hey, what do you think of Wilson off the record? And he'll be like, they didn't like the way he was walking around the locker room afterwards, like not as upset as maybe he should have been. What's your take on that?
Well, dude, I think this is it's funny. I was just talking to somebody about this literally yesterday about taking accountability for. I remember, you have to take accountability. You're a professional athlete, and at the end of the day, the media has a job to do. Especially for me being in the media now, you even understand it even more. When guys give you BS answers or they kind of blow you off, and wherever you're like, all right, dude, just give me an answer so I can take some accountability. I love the word accountable, able to account. You've got to be able to account for what you do at the end of the day. So, like when I saw Zach Wilson do that, I'm like, man, I was like, you just created a story for yourself, bro. Instead of just saying, you know what, I got to be better. 2 yards of total offense in the second half is unacceptable. Yes, I let down the Jets, the fans, my parents, everybody. You got to be better. And then everyone moves on,
Yes.
and life goes on because everyone, now, by you taking no accountability and then saying, no, I didn't do it, that short answer, let anybody down. Now it's all over. First take this morning on ESPN. Stephen A. Smith's got his opinion. All these guys have got their opinion. And all of a sudden, now you've put gasoline on the fire when you should have just taken accountability. I remember, dude, when I was my first year in Boston, my last year in the big leagues when I was in Boston, we played the Toronto Blue Jays. Opening day in Toronto. I've probably told this story before, but it's worth saying it again just because this is kind of the same situation. Bases loaded. I just tied the game in the 8th, make it 4-4. Greg Zahn comes up, bases loaded in Toronto, and I'm kind of going through my mind, okay, 60,000 people. I think it's opening day in Toronto. I got the start. It's kind of exciting. I'm with the Red Sox, fired up, and we just come from Japan, LA, now we're in Toronto, whatever. So that's a side note. I think I slept about 2 hours the night before, though. Yeah. I was in the third country in 1 week. But I got a ground ball from Greg Zahn on a rocket, dude. It ended up hitting my glove, clanked off my glove like an iron skillet, like I was cooking 3 eggs and bacon in it or something. Bam. Thing goes down and right for the line chinch. I'm like, there goes 1 run in, 2 runs in, 3 runs in. All 3 runs scored, bro. And I don't know if I was supposed to take accountability or I was being accountable to the Toronto Blue Jays fans, because for the next 10 minutes they said, Casey, you suck.
Oh my
in unison,
God.
Dude, in unison. But I remember after that game, dude, you got to answer to the Boston media. They come up to me, hey, what happened on that play? I was like, I clanked it. At the end of the day, I clanked it. I got to make that play. I've been in the big leagues a long time. I got to make that play. I got to make sure 3 runs don't score there. That's pretty much it. End of story. Yeah. And then everyone moves on. And then did they write about you the next day in the paper? Yeah, Casey boots the ball, 3-run score. It is what it is. And if you don't play professional sports, if you can't be accountable for what you're doing, dude, at the end of the day.
I think that translates and works with everything, and including business and your job and whatever. Younger guys that I've had work for me in recent years, because I've been the younger guy, and so have you as an athlete. So this is perfect. Yeah. Wilson is the young guy. Just like you said, everything you just said, I always say this to them. I'm like, punch your mistakes in the mouth. Because when you punch your mistakes in the mouth, they just fall down, and then you can move on. If you don't, you make excuses. You're ducking and jiving. Let's make this a boxing analogy. Once you duck with an excuse, they can throw their punch back at you with why you're wrong. Or, I thought I should. No. Listen, put it all on me. I'm going to take full responsibility for that. I'm going to make sure it never happens again. When you walk up to any type of boss or any type of media and say that, it's like I use this analogy the other day. You ever see 8 Mile with Eminem, B Rabbit? Yeah. Best thing. This is what happened at the end of that. He's in a rap battle with the other guy who's been dominating him forever, and he just can't beat this guy in a rap battle. So what he did was he went first in this rap battle, and all he did was make fun of himself and say what was wrong with him and whatever. And the other guy that he was fighting against, he beat him because the guy had nothing. When you put stuff on yourself, then nobody can come back at you with anything, because you've put it on you, and you've shown that you have the mental fortitude and the strength to learn from your mistakes and move on to the next one. And then bam, same thing for Zach Wilson. Come on, bro, you got to be better than that. You got to be better.
I love that, and it goes with the saying that we talk about, failure's feedback. I hope he looks at this and goes, you know what? Next time I'm in this situation and I have 2 yards passing in the second half, and the New York media asks me a question, hey, man, just take ownership and move on, because this is a lot of failure is feedback here, because he's getting grilled super hard today, and now it's a story just because of the way he reacted.
Yep. So, and then the next move now. So, okay, so you did make the mistake. You did kind of say the wrong thing. So now you know never to do that again. So it can be a blessing in a disguise. You just happen to wind up being really great and maybe have the best defense in freaking the last 5 years of NFL. And so everything's a little more elevated. So he probably would have gone under the radar. But now learn from this mistake. You learn from this mistake. Now he can maybe you put this in your pocket to make you one of the best quarterbacks down the road. Because now you know, okay, now I know I'll never make that mistake again. Let me move on and keep
Right.
improving. All right.
Exactly.
I think we're on the same page with that one. Okay, let's get into baseball, being that you're in Sea Caucus working on the baseball shows. Great article by Mark Feinsand, who, by the way, has become one of the best insiders in all of baseball. He started just as a local New York guy, and he's about as good as it gets. I'm sure you've worked with him, Feinsand, right? Great guy,
Yeah,
too.
Fonstand's a great guy. He
Great
comes
guy.
on MLB Central sometimes. Great dude.
He's
Smart
awesome.
baseball guy. Yeah.
Super awesome, and he's a super awesome writer, and he plays, this is a great, he calls Let's Play Matchmaker. One free agent for every team. So he's basically making a suggestion for each team. Let's just start real quick, because you said I want to talk about Verlander. His pitch is Yankees, go get Verlander as much as you can. Where's Verlander go?
Ooh, I like that. Well, the Yankees tried to get him.
Oops.
Tried to get him before. That's not the first time. Maybe I think last year they went after him too. I think it'd be a great fit in New York, no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think other teams are in on him too. And I also think the Dodgers, bro. I think the Dodgers might be a team that comes in for Verlander. You know, maybe a nice 3-year deal. Because remember, don't forget, a couple years ago they went and got Trevor Bauer, and that blew
That's
up
right.
big time. Gave Trevor Bauer over $100 million for what, 4 years or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you know, all that kind of blew up in their face. So they would love to have a veteran, you know, guy just won the Cy Young. Verlander's just continues to get better, hardworking guy, you know. So don't be shocked if LA doesn't come in hard. But the Yankees, they sound like a perfect fit because they need the pitching. They need a veteran pitcher like that too. Him and Garrett Cole would be reunited after they were in Houston in 2019 or something like that. So I like it. I like him to the Yankees. I also like him to the Dodgers.
Excellent. All right, I got another good one. This is like kind of next tier down, but I love this idea by him. He says Josh Bell, Astros, go get him. His idea is Gurriel, who had a great postseason, but he had a huge dip in production this year, and he was 38 years old, so he's going into 39-year-old season. Also comes into the what have you done for me lately. They probably won't re-sign him, even though he's been such a key to them. Now, he says go there and just hit bombs in that ballpark. That's not a bad fit.
Well, that's a great fit, dude. I like Josh Bell going to the Astros. I think that makes a ton of sense. Okay. And you're right. Gurriel's getting older. He didn't have a great year. He had a great postseason because he always does. But, you know, he's getting older. But Josh Bell, man, I feel like Josh Bell really had a really nice year this year and would be a great fit out there in Houston.
All right. Here's another really interesting one. This is like addition by subtraction by addition times 5. He's saying Braves do everything you can to go get Jacob deGrom. Because you go get one of the best pitchers in baseball, and then you cripple your division rival. That's an interesting take.
That's really interesting. The Braves going after DeGrom. I don't see that happening. I don't see DeGrom going to Atlanta. I almost feel like DeGrom is going to be back in New York. I can't imagine Stevie Cohen, with the money that he has, would let DeGrom walk just like that easy. So if he's going to give Scherzer 3 years at $43 million or whatever, he's going to bring back DeGrom on some 3-4 year deal and give him some money. I worry about DeGrom's health a little bit at the end of the day. I think that's the biggest concern here. But I don't see DeGrom going to the Braves. I really see him probably back in New York.
All right, good one. Well, he, as in Feinsand, is pitching Aaron Judge to the Dodgers, saying, make your splash. They have a ton of money coming off the books. Put them in play for pretty much anything they want to do. And Mookie Betts open to the idea of moving to second base. So now Mookie Betts becomes your second baseman. Aaron Judge becomes your right fielder for 5 or 6 more years. That's not a bad idea.
Dude, that would be a splash, and you know the Dodgers have the money to pay him. I think that's the biggest thing. You know that because if they could come up with some big money, you know that would be a huge splash. You also hear the Giants too. The Giants, you know, I think he played college out that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you hear about the Giants maybe being in the running too. Chinch, you're a Yankee fan, dude. I can't imagine Judge not being in a Yankee uniform. I just can't imagine it. You know, I'd be shocked.
I can't either.
I'd be absolutely shocked. He's already met with Hal Steinbrenner. I would just be shocked if he doesn't go back there because his legacy's in a Yankee uniform to me. And I'd be shocked if they don't figure out a way to. Hey, he earned it, man.
He did.
He turned down 7 years, $213. He earned whatever he's going to get, you know, this offseason. And he's earned the right to be a free agent too, to have people bid on him. So
absolutely,
I can't imagine he's not going to be back in New York. But you know what? The Dodgers have the money to overpay.
Yeah,
And if you want to get a guy like Judge away from New York, because they're going to give him a good offer, the Dodgers could overpay with that one and snag him. They would be one of those teams that could do it.
I like that. And back to the Yankees part, I always go back. This is one of my favorite things. Harold Reynolds says it all the time, and I love when he says it, and he's always right when he says it. It's if you're gonna get paid a Hall of Fame contract, you better be a Hall of Fame type person. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, if you're gonna be the face of a franchise, you better be the good, positive face of the franchise. And that's the intangible with Judge. You know, it's not like you're getting like, you know, people didn't want to get Reggie Jackson back in the day or Barry Bonds because it's like, oh, he's going to destroy the clubhouse. This guy will not destroy your clubhouse. In fact, if I'm the Yankees, I sign him, and the addition to the contract is the day you sign this piece of paper, we're going to put a letter C on your jersey. End of story. You will now be the whatever eighth. It'll be you. You will be now. It'll be you, Mickey Mantle, Don Mattingly, Derek Jeter. That's what we're selling you on. If we can't give you that extra $5 or $6 million a year, you're going to live your life as the captain of the New York Yankees. I think you save a couple bucks that way, maybe.
I like that. No, I totally agree, dude. That's a great point because Judge is a guy you bet on. You know, you want to give money to somebody that's going to be the face of the franchise. Mm-hmm. He's the guy that's going to make you look good all the time.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look up the list of Yankee captains of all time. Okay. I'm not going back there. I don't know who half of these people are.
Can't
Ready?
hear you. Chinch.
Oh. I muted myself. Sorry. Wait, I just want to look real quick at a list of Yankees. All right, here's the guys you would join a list of. Babe Ruth, he's pretty good. Lou Gehrig, Thurman Munson, Greg Nettles, Willie Randolph, Ron Guidry, Don Mattingly, Derek Jeter, and then you, Aaron Judge, if you sign this piece of paper. Done.
Wow.
Done deal. All right, that's a good one.
Pretty good list, huh?
Pretty good list. Here's another name that's out there, and again, under the radar because he didn't play that much this year, but I'm telling you, I would take this guy on any team in the league, and it's Michael Brantley, outfield and DH. He's saying go to the Rays. God, the Rays get guys like that, and they always win. That's not a bad one.
Well, I'll tell you what, Michael Brantley, this guy could flat out rake, and that'd be a nice fit going to the Rays. They could use a bat like that in their lineup. You know, one thing with the Rays, man, it's not a ton of star power there. So to have a guy like Brantley come in who's, you know, he's probably a mid-range star. Uh-huh. He's going to hit you 300. He's going to hit you about 15 home runs. He's going to drive in runs. He's going to get on base. I mean, he would fit perfect, you know, into that lineup. But I also look and I'd say, you know, maybe the Yankees, maybe some big strikeout teams that, that are out there that could use a really professional hitter in the middle of the lineup. Brantley, I think Brantley fits so well in so many different teams.
Yeah.
So many different teams.
All right. I'm going to give you let's do one last one. It's chilly out there.
By the way, Chinch, I've been holding my phone the whole time. I'm going to have rotator cuff surgery on my other shoulder here soon. Yeah.
That's terrible. That's terrible. All right. I'm going to sandwich these guys. Two guys. Trey Turner, Sander Bogarts. Okay. This is a tough one. He's saying Cubs should go after Bogarts, and he's saying the Phillies should go after Turner. What do you think?
Well, I think both of them are a good fit in Philadelphia. There's no doubt about that. And don't forget the relationship with Dave Dombrowski and Bogarts. You know, Bogey and Dave were together in Boston when they won the whole thing a few years ago. And also, too, if you're really looking forward, you know, Rafael Devers and Bogey, I almost feel like a package deal.
Yeah.
And Devers is coming up to be a free agent soon. So maybe there's a side deal where you get both of those guys in a couple of years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you never know. But I think Trey Turner would be the best fit out there in Philadelphia. I just do, man. I just feel like he would add so much to that lineup. His speed, his power combination, the way he can play defense. He could also play the outfield, too, at some point if you needed him to. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go. And the Cubs thing was interesting because what do they do? Like, I know David Ross was saying, too, like, I'm not here to rebuild. We're here to win. So they got to go get some pitching.
Yep.
They got a lot to improve on before. And that team they had on the field last year was not competitive. So if I'm a shortstop like Bogarts or Turner or any of those guys, Correa, I don't know if I want to go to Chicago right now because I think they're not going to win for a couple years.
I agree with that. Yeah, unless you're just like going for it. Unless you know, or unless the team has proved that, like, hey, we're going out and getting 4 or 5 guys, like how the Yankees. Remember in 2009, the Yankees went and they said, "Screw it, we're getting CC, we're getting Teixeira, and we're getting AJ Burnett." Then all those
and Swisher,
and then all the ancillary guys, they want to come play with you because they're like, "Oh wow, they're going for it." Right? When you're a free agent, you're like, "Wait, hold on, this team's going for it. I fit there. I can be like." Even if I'm batting 7th in that lineup, I can win a world championship this year. I'd rather go there for a couple less bucks and stick around and keep going, right?
I agree.
All right. Well, we got it. We got through a lot of guys today. This is wonderful. What's your schedule? Are you on? You were on this morning?
I'm on tonight. 5:30 to 7. Meet Dan O'Dowd, Fran Charles, and then tomorrow I'm on 5:30 to 7 again, brother.
Excellent. Yeah, well, maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
You never know. Well, you probably have a 33rd team still with stuff.
Yeah, dude, I got to call Wannstedt's looking to do a breakdown on that Cordarrelle Patterson touchdown last night.
Dude, how good is Cordarrelle Patterson? That story is unbelievable, dude. He was a
great story.
Now all of a sudden he's a legit running back.
Legit running back, and he's still one of the fastest guys in the NFL. Crazy.
Yeah, it's incredible.
All right, so I'm gonna hop on that.
Tell Wannstedt I said hi. He's a fellow
Yinzer.
Tell Wannstedt I said hi and that.
I will. All right, brother. Get after it tonight.
Man.
See you later.
Have a great rest of the day. Everyone listening, man, thanks for listening. We really appreciate it, and hope you're enjoying. Keep downloading, subscribing, all that good stuff that we love too.
Yes,
all right, bro.
I'll
see you tomorrow.
All right,
see you tomorrow.